All right, y'all, I got another summertime classic for you, 1975 Pontiac Grandville. Stay tuned, we'll take you all around her, go ahead and show you the ins and outs and get her on the test drive. Get into it. So like I said, we got 75 Grandville finishing this beautiful cinnamon metallic colorway. We are going to be running this one as a project. She runs, drives, stops with zero issues, has a pretty good interior, but she is going to need some body work. So I'm going to use this video to kind of point out what some of that body work is going to be. So you can see right here, paint is actually pretty decent. It's just like the actual body itself. Like it looks like the paint was either done over the body that was messed up, or, you know, who knows. We got a little bit of a crack here. Looking down the passenger side, she doesn't appear to be wavy. She does look pretty straight. Trunk appears to be in pretty solid shape. No big dents or scratches that need to be pointed out here. Bumper itself is solid as far as structural. No type of dents, hanging on pretty good. We do have a little bit of flaking right here, so eventually obviously you'll want to get this re-chrome. Trim around the tail lights looks nice and solid. Looking down the driver's side, she appears to be pretty straight. Again, nothing to really point out there. I got another crack right here. Like I said, it just looks like somebody bumped into something. I'm not really sure. And then underneath, maybe the jack caught underneath the body. I'm not really sure, but you'll see more of that once we get it on the rack. Let me pop the trunk while I'm here moving. I'm sorry, the hood. Glass is solid. No cracks, no spider webbing going on. The hood itself is pretty solid. Again, no big dents to point out, no big scratches. Gaps look pretty even, not catching on the corners, peeling any paint. Front bumper looks solid as well. Again, no dents. She's straight. Eventually, you will need to re-chrome it, just like the rear. It is a 350 car, non-AC, power brakes, power steering. Looks actually clean up under here though. Inner fender wheels are nice and clean, no rust. Looks pretty solid underneath. Let me grab the keys. Looking in the trunk, you can see that some body work has been done. Got some metal that's been kind of welded in and riveted in. We'll look at the pans better underneath once it's actually on the rack. Top works with zero issues, no rips or tears or anything. You'll see that later on in the video. Checking out the rear seat. Obviously the white is showing a little bit of wear. Nothing horrible though. We don't have any rips or tears. Just your normal discoloring when you have convertibles with the white sitting out. All windows work. They are power operated. Passenger door panel. Jams actually look pretty solid. You can tell this original carpet just by the fading of the color. It used to be, you know, that deep red. You can see that it's faded just a little bit. Front passenger seat, again, we don't have any rips or anything. Just got your normal discoloration from the white. So probably be something else that'll be done if you're going to do a full restoration. Probably go ahead and redo the seats. Let me get over to the driver's side. Let me shut this so it don't pop open when I'm driving. All right, driver's side door panel. No rips or tears or anything, not peeling up. Got a little bit of discoloration, just again, oxidation from the sun. Dash reads 53,412. We'll check that, you know, once we actually start the car up. Of course, the mileage, 5-digit odometer, so. I'm sorry, it actually says 5,341. So pretty sure that's rolled over. You can see the dash, we got a few little cracks there. So obviously this will be in need of a dash pad. So let's go ahead and get her started. We're gonna go ahead and get started in the Grand Ville. Fires right up. Horn good. Radio works. Windows good. A little bit slow. This one, there we go. So the master switch doesn't work, but that one does work for that. I'm gonna just check this lighter just cause. Left turn signal, right turn signal, wipers. Lights are on. I can see them reflecting in the car, and I got the bright signal showing right there as well, and I can see the lights on in the dash as well. Top works. We'll check that later on at the end of the video like normal. Sounds good. So far don't hear anything crazy off the exhaust or anything like that. We left stock wheels on, obviously, because it's a project vehicle, so I don't expect the ride to be anything crazy. Speedometer is floating up and down. Just so you guys can see, like, it's all over the place. It's leveling out now, and it looks to be about accurate. 20 is about accurate for here, so I guess maybe we just had to get it rolling for it to level out. Brakes feel good, no issues there at all. Hands off the wheel. She's tracking straight, so wheel alignment is good. Definitely got some play in the steering wheel. Let's see. Yeah, that's about how much play we got. So a little bit of play in the steering wheel for sure. And it almost feels like she wants to pull to the right, the steering wheel anyway, even though she's tracking straight. Let me see when I take my hand off. No, she's not pulling, so. No weird squeaks or anything like that coming from under the hood. No belts. I don't hear anything shaking or squealing. Door windows, I don't hear anything. Don't hear them rattling. Motor feels nice and solid. Trans feels good. She's shifting with zero issues. Motor sounds like she has adequate power to move her, of course. But like I said, throttle response is, I don't want to say immediate, but it's solid. Like, there's no issues there that I would worry about with the motor. No lights on the dash, of course, so that's a plus. Give it a little bit of throttle here. Yeah, the speedometer leveled out, so maybe it's just on startup because it looks accurate now. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get her on the rack and we'll finish going. We got the Grand Ville up on the rack, starting with the rear bumper. As I already said, you know, eventually you will want to get this re-chrome, but it's still structurally sound, no dents or anything. Frame looks solid as far as the extensions are concerned. Moving on through, no signs of any leak from the gas tank. Just came off the test drive. No signs of any leak from the rear end. The suspension is all stock. No holes or anything in the exhaust. That's a plus. Looks like there's a crazy amount of undercoating on this car. And we got a little bit of a soft spot here. Nothing too crazy, but a little bit of a soft spot there. Again, that's why we're selling this as a project. And then, like I pointed out on the other side where they cracked this, you could tell they tried to wrap like some sheet metal or something around there, and I don't know if maybe it slid off the jack or what. No signs of any leak from the oil pan or anything. Looks nice and solid. Disc brakes up in the front, everything is stock, and no signs of leak anywhere up in the front as well. Front bumper is solid, nice and straight. Again, no dents or anything that need to be pointed out. Just got your normal surface rust. Coming down the passenger side, we got new tires, all 4 corners, so nothing to point out there. Underneath the body, frame is nice and straight. That's that crack I pointed out earlier. Get over here to the driver's side. And this is what I was talking about with the body. Like, I don't know what happened, but something had to have gotten caught underneath. So go ahead and lift the top up. Moving at a pretty decent speed, as you can see from the inside. No rips or tears or anything. Got a black top, again, no rips, no tears, plastic back. Alright, so if you're interested in this 75 Grandville, make sure you give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and also Instagram. As always, we appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.